All right, guys, this is going to be a little treat for you all. It is a podcast, but it is a podcast of my Ascension Oracle ViiSquad deck, and I'm going to be doing a little read, a little channeling for this upcoming new lunar eclipse in Aries that's happening on March 2025. And I'm going to be pulling on the energy from the 29th of March to around April 5th of 2025. But the messages are timeless, so whenever you find them, you're meant to find them. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And let's get it. So the first card out is Enough is Enough. Cross lines, fed up, out of alignment, divine intervention. Second card out is Nah fam, just nah, hard pass, do not proceed, hell nah. um, and then the last card out was It's Not That Bad. Get out of your head. Overthinking, anxiety, mental prison, calm your mind and mind your thoughts. So it seems, bring this closer to me. It just feels like it's an energy approaching. There's two threads of energy here. One is like a general energy of events that are taking place. I'm going to read that one first. It feels like there is an unraveling of very serendipitous events that are about to take place in your life that are kind of moving and shaking things around you in a manner that may seem abrupt, that may seem jarring, kind of like Tower Moment energy. Big reveal. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Big reveal energy. And it feels like there's this pool of things from your past. I'm trying to do the best that I can to translate this energy into a relatable example for you all here. It feels like God Source Universe is intervening to cut off someone, something from your past that is no longer in alignment with you. I said, I think in last week's Oracle video, and if you're not subscribed to my Patreon as a paid member, now would definitely be the time to go and check that out if you feel called and resonated to, because that's how you will see the long versions of these videos. But outside of this one, because it's a special. But I said it in last week's video that you and somebody else are no longer in alignment, and you'll be able to feel whether or not this is indeed the case for you. But this feels like a batch of people, places, or things have been like hard cut from your life, and door slam kind of energy where it's just done, like dunzo, never to return type of thing, because they didn't make the cut, for lack of better words. They just didn't make the cut. But this is also like things in your life. So what do I mean? Things in your life like, I don't know, patterns, habits, places you used to go, jobs. It just feels like a lot of realignment taking place, where, but it's fast. It's fast energy. Like it's this like 8 of Wands rapid energy. And it being in the past position, it is very much giving both of these are tied to your past. It feels like there was a batch of people that were meddling, affecting you in some way, shape, or form, like weighing you down, holding you back, something of this nature. It feels heavy. It just feels heavy. Also, it's a phase, like a phase of your life has the door to it has just been shut, and done deal, sealed and completed. It's done. And this divine alignment, divine intervention is happening to kind of like pick you up and place you where you're meant to be. But there's an energy attached to this. And I keep trying to just focus on this one thread of energy, but I can't focus on this one thread of energy without this other thread of energy. Like it's like no matter where I try to move, it follows. And maybe that's what's happening here. It's like there's a person. It's a person. There's a person who's like hot on your tail. Past person. And that may be maybe why we've got the hell no, hell no, 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 no. It feels like they had to be cut off. It's in the present position, so it feels like currently maybe this is what you're telling them now. Again, this is a general reading, so could be, you could be doing it right now. but it feels like you're gonna have to tell somebody, hell no. Like, because it's given parasitic energy. I'm keeping a $100. Touch this card and feel into the energy of the energetic threads of this. It feels like parasitic energy. Like, what is this? Like one's like a deal type of thing. They're like coming to you to get their cup filled, but like not really, but offering literally nothing to you in return for you to be able to. Do you know what I'm saying here? It's like they're trying to get their cup filled, but they are not going to fill yours because you're not in alignment anymore. But beyond that, it feels like there's also some sort of phase of life, a phase of your life. I'm trying, but I don't know what this energy is. Like it's like a phase of your life or something that you used to want in your life that no longer you don't want it anymore. It's not it's not for you anymore. You're just not the same any longer, and it doesn't resonate with you. Whatever this is, I don't know if it's an opportunity. I don't know if it's a job. It's different for everybody. Some of you, this definitely feels like a job. This is like an offer of some sort that's coming up that it's just hard pass. Hell no. No, because something ain't right about it. I don't know what it is. I'm just it just something's not right. I don't know. Shiesty. Feel shiesty. Like shiesty energy. But others of you, this is just like a person or a group of people that you used to frequently hang out with. It's heavily tied to this past position card of enough is enough, cross lines, fed up, out of alignment. It's giving the out of alignment thing because there you're not the same anymore, meaning that you have grown and you've healed and you've started to do work within yourself or on yourself, pour into yourself, and you've started your process of the redemption line to heal and ascend. And so that's why you and these people are no longer in alignment, or vice versa. I mean, it could be that, you know what I mean, that they've changed and you haven't. And so maybe they're telling you like, hey, it ain't gonna work because you've not done any work on yourself. It's one of these two. Like I said, it's a general reading for either or, but it feels like you're going to have to, or somebody, this is somebody telling someone that they're not interested. Heavily, that's what I feel the most, is that they're no longer interested because they have healed and grown. That's the strongest energy thread that I can pull on right here, and I'm gonna stick with that. That majority, that's what it feels like, is you guys have just, and be it a person, place, or thing, you have grown so much. And this previous eclipse was the South Node, and it was all about the closure of your past relationships, past people, past things, past wants, needs, desires, past lives, past what have you, things that you needed to put closure on. And it feels like this card, the enough is enough, out of alignment thing, like I said, the energy of it was you slamming the door, or God, source, universe slamming the door on your past and the people, places, and things that didn't make the cut to be able to move forward with you in this new version of yourself that you're stepping into this eclipse time of the new moon lunar eclipse in Aries right now, because this one is North Node. This is all about you going into your destiny, stepping into your destined timeline, power, position, this realignment that's taking place. It just feels like these two, it's connected to whatever's going on over here in the in the past realm zone. And it didn't make the cut to be able to go with you where you're at, because you have been growing, you have been healing, you have done the work and gotten the stamp of approval to go onward and step into your destined path to walk in alignment on your North Node. And so anyone or anything that is not in alignment with that North Node of destiny, with your destined self, your highest self, your highest self purpose destiny timeline is getting is and it feels like you're kind of having this overthinking over the situation and kind of questioning yourself, like, did I make the right decision? Did I do the right thing? It feels like you having to, right? It feels like you having to stand your ground and tell people no is what's really kind of putting you in this mental chokehold, because it kind of feels like you're fresh on the scene of setting boundaries and telling people like, hell nah, get the F out of here with that. Like, it feels like you're a newbie when it comes to telling people like, absolutely the F not. And it's really got you in your head. It's really got you feeling shaky leave, like nervous, freaking out about it. And not, like I said, not just with like a specific person, but when it comes to opportunities and things that just aren't for you, that you're not feeling it. It doesn't feel right. It's not feeling okay with you. It's not sitting right with you. It feels like this overthinking, mental prison, anxiety thing is surfacing from the fact that you're having to tell people, hell no. You're having to speak your truth. You're having to present lay the hard lines. And with this North Node energy, this lunar eclipse, new moon energy, please make it abundantly clear to yourself that you're no longer going to settle. You're no longer going to people please. You're no longer going to put others' wants and needs before yours. Set those intentions heavily, clearly, and stand firm in that, and have that promise to yourself that you're not going to dilute yourself for others' wants and needs and well-being, right? Because that's in the past. That's over and done with. We're no longer going to be doing that anymore. That doesn't resonate with us anymore. That's not us any longer. And you have to be okay with it, as just as uncomfortable as it may be. I mentioned this in the throat chakra video. If you've not seen it, please go and subscribe and join to the Patreon so that you can see it. But I mentioned it there, of you speaking your truth and setting boundaries and telling people no and saying, hey, I don't like that. No, I don't want to do this. No, that's not for me. Hey, I'm not okay with that. It doesn't sit right with me. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm not okay with it. Saying these things is uncomfortable when you're used to people pleasing and saying yes to everything, even when you mean no. Okay, you be saying yeah, 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 when it's really wait. When it's really no, 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 no. Look, because the actual version was you be saying no, 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 when it's really yeah, 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 yeah. But I had it right. I was like, wait a minute. But there's it saying yes when you really mean no, and so we're no longer doing that. It's hell nah, and telling people they can get the F up out of here with that nonsense. Miss me with that when it comes to, because I'm going back over here. I'm going back over here because it feels the more I tap back into this energy over here, the more it starts to piss me off, because it feels like a lot of this back here, it's the reflection of how, I'm gonna just say it, it might trigger somebody, but it's the reflection, this energy is the reflection of how people were doing you in the past and what you allowed to happen to you in the past, and how you allowed people to take advantage of you and use you, manipulate you in the past, right? And so God Source Universe is like, well, you've done enough, you've had enough of that, and hell nah. But you're there. It feels like there's a few people that who were used to this type of demeanor from you, that were going to come as kind of like a little test for you to be like, can you apply what you've learned on standing your ground and speaking your truth right now? Because I said it previously, that the enemy knows exactly what you like, and they know what your weaknesses are, or what they were. And God Source Universe will allow certain things to happen as just tests to see, like, did you learn, or are we gonna have to do this again, kind of thing. But it feels like there's some people that you're gonna have to be like, you can miss me with all that, and be okay with pulling that linchpin and throwing the grenade and letting shit go ablaze behind you, because you saying no and standing your ground and speaking your truth and telling people how you feel about a particular situation, and not allowing people to steamroll you over, their wants and needs. It doesn't matter what their title is. It doesn't matter what their position is. It doesn't matter what their pay bracket is. It doesn't matter how much money they have or how much, whatever the opportunity is. Literally, what is meant and destined for you will never pass you up. So it doesn't matter what you say or how many times you have to X out, hell nah, some people, places, or things or opportunities, right? What consider that you making room for what is for you, right? You're not missing out, and you're not going to miss out on what is truly in alignment with and for you. And again, going back to this new moon, set the intention of you honoring yourself, your wants, your needs, and your truth above all else going forward, because that's you walking in your power. That's you walking in alignment with who and what you truly are in accordance to God's source universe. And that's you not kind of abandoning yourself, abandoning your soul for somebody else's sake, for somebody else's wants, needs, or desires that are essentially just them trying to come and get their cup filled. Fill my cup, fill my cup, fill my cup. And then once it's filled, they're like, okay, cool, thanks, deuces. And you're laying over there, like exhausted and, feeling used and abused. Right. And that's not what we're trying to, that's not it. That's we went through those things because we didn't know any better. But it's that thing, if you knew better, you do better. Once you know better, it's on you to do better. It's on you to no longer allow the things that happened in the past when you didn't know better to continue to occur, because at that point, that's compliance, that's acceptance, that's enabling, that's you just being okay with whatever is happening. You have to hold yourself accountable to those things. But it just feels like that's what's happening in this energetic thing. And at the bottom of the deck, we have, it's going to be okay, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. Things are happening for your highest good. It's going to work out. It's happening for you, not to you, and have faith in the divine. Yeah. So like I said, it feels like, if you want to purchase the ViiSquad Oracle deck, I'll put the link in the description also. But it feels like whatever is taking place is because you have done the work, and now God's source universe is rerouting you onto your destined timeline to walk in your highest timeline as your highest self and highest version. And a lot of people didn't make the cut to come here with you, and a lot of people aren't going to meet the energetic requirements to be in your life consistently and to interact in your life consistently and be a part of your inner circle consistently. And your job here is to hold your position and to not drop down, to allow people who good and daggone well are not in alignment with you any longer to have access to you and be in your energetic circle. You're going to have to keep your circle small and get comfortable with saying no. And it's not off of some egotistical, arrogant, cocky thing. That is not it whatsoever, but it is absolutely knowing your worth, knowing your worth. And again, in the energy enlightenment of this new moon, you need to allow yourself to give yourself permission to set higher standards for yourself and your life and those who have access to you. We talked about in this video previous, or I talked about in this previous video, it was overcoming fear of success and your power. And I talked about in there where you have got to allow yourself to be successful and not being afraid to step into your power and not be afraid to set those boundaries and make yourself exclusive and raise your prices and tell people like, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that for free. I can work with you on X, Y, and Z. Or it because it just feels like a lot of people were used to you people pleasing and used to kind of like getting the milk for free type of energy here. This is what it feels like. And it feels like it's gonna piss people off, a lot of people, business, platonic, and romantically, that they're gonna be like, who do you think you are? And then that's when you come in like, I'm I'm X, Y, and Z. I know exactly who I am. And unfortunately, you met me when I didn't know who I was and I had no boundaries. And so for that, I apologize for my part in giving you a false perception of who I was at the time. But allow me to reintroduce myself as the highest version of who I am in accordance to God's source universe. It's nice to meet you, right? And hit them with that and keep it moving, because this ain't it. They got it twisted, and it's, yeah, that's it. That's what it is. Please, under this new moon lunar eclipse in Aries energy, allow yourself to participate in some quiet moments of meditation. Give yourself the permission to let go of the false persona that you created for yourself in order to survive, in order to get by, in order to be accepted, in order to blend in so that you wouldn't draw attention to yourself too early or prematurely. Whatever the case may be, we thank those versions of yourself and allow them to go away, allow that conditioning and programming to go away, and accept. You have to accept the new version and the new life and the new people and the new support and the new love and the new opportunities that are in alignment with you to come in its replacement, right? Because you have grown. The energies that I feel here, like, this is robust energy. Like, we've been doing the work, and this, I keep saying it, your energy is your currency, and we're not for everybody. And in the past, while we were in a impoverished mindset, when we were in a poverty mindset, a lack mentality, when we didn't have our boundaries, when we didn't know ourselves, when we didn't know our worth, is like the equivalent to, only having change but constantly giving it out, and everybody going to you to do, you only had a little bit of change in your hands, but everyone was coming to you to take that change because you didn't have any boundaries. But like, now you've got like billions, right? And billions upon billions in energetic wealth. And likewise, you have the ones that want to come towards you like the moth to the flame, and benefit from the energetic wealth that you emit at this point in time. But it's not for everyone, and you need to understand that, and you need to accept that, and you need to be okay with that being so, because again, you need to understand what your energetic input and output does as a ripple effect to other people. And if you aren't able to know your energy, and you're not able to know yourself, and you're not able to know what happens when people come in contact with you, and you're not able to understand the effects that you have upon other people, good or bad, you are then reliable and responsible for that outcome. And that can be kind of a hindrance to you. You can be reprimanded for that as well. So it's important for you to know yourself and your energy. Spend time under this eclipse energy, understanding yourself, understanding your energy, understanding your power, your gifts, your abilities, your strengths, your weaknesses, and write down what it is that you're letting go of and what you're setting the intention to bring in at this time, and integrate in with yourself. And then give yourself into that. I talked about it just recently, the corpse pose. And it's just, can you see me? It's just this here where you're just surrendered. You're laying down, palms up like this at your side, and you can put a pillow underneath your legs should you desire to take pressure off of your lower back. But sitting in the darkness, no TV on, no music, no phone in hand, just dark in your room, silence, and allow yourself to surrender and set in, and really go through what intentions you want to plant within yourself, and what shifts you want to allow to integrate and take place in right now. So, with that being said, I'm going to leave it here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. If you are not yet subscribed to the YouTube, please hit like, please hit subscribe, please share this video. If it helped you, leave a comment below and let me know how it helped you, what resonated with you. And if this was you in any of these things, comment like, hey, this was me. You might have been talking about me. And I like that. I like when I know that I've like helped somebody, like, don't leave me out here like Gilligan's Island, let me know. Smash the like button. Sharing is caring. You can apply to work one-on-one with me. All the links will be in the description box below. You can also purchase the ViiSquad Oracle deck if you're interested, if you like them. If you like my energy and you want to feel it and have it for yourself, and the New Earth Guidebook to Healing and Ascension is available on Amazon. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. ViiSquad. Oh, don't forget, so you can subscribe to the Patreon if you want to see future full-length videos and exclusive content, like the mini series that I did on the road to divine authority via chakra healing. And then I also put in some other exclusive stuff in there. I'll be doing some live streams that are only going to be aired on there. A lot of good stuff that you're missing if you're not a paid member on the Patreon. Get in on this. Get in on it. See ya. Peace.